video may contain content parents may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and welcome to another Brawlhalla stream. Oh yes, it is time once again to stream Peace-Halla, the friendly, family-friendly game, where everybody just gets along and dresses in pink shirts, and waves around their peace implements. Sorry. Big drink. Alright. Let's see. I guess I maybe should do some ranked. But first I shall get connected to the YouTube chat.
Come in, you royal boob!
There we go. Alright, we're all connected to content chat on YouTube now. It's, I guess I'll go ahead and do some ranked while we wait. Ranked 2v2 Kung Foot, my god!
Mako!
There is a really cool skin for Mako available through ranked, which basically makes it to where, like, the skin itself levels up as you play. I thought that was a really cool idea.
Three, two, one, brawl!
If it wasn't so expensive, I'd probably buy it. I don't know. That might not be fair. I'm not sure exactly how much it is to unlock the gold tier for Battle Pass with the expensive, the pay to win items, whatever. Not pay to win, but the real money items. I don't know how much it costs to unlock those. My God. Oh God. Ranked Brawlhalla. Everything I hate about the game, all in one easy to lose package. Yeet! Seriously. Why do people get off playing like this? I don't understand. Does it just make you feel so superior? Do you have like a bulging erection right now? Because you feel so hot because you could do that? I don't know. Oh, look at me, I can air combo juggle people. Oh my gosh, it's so hot right now. I don't know. I never understood why people play like that. Like, I just play for fun, so people who play like this with this mindset confuse the shit out of me. And of course, you find them all over ranked, even though, like, my rank is relatively low. You know? I don't understand how you can play like that and your rank is still that low unless you just suck and, you know, and like I'm the only one you could do that to because regular players just won't let you do that. I don't know.
Mako!
But good players don't let you do that, so why even practice doing it? So, I don't know. Like, you're not practicing to be good players, you're practicing to bully weak players at that point. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. They're like, oh, they'll get bored. Quick. Put them into a random match that we're not going to let them play through all the way.
1, brawl!
It's like if you load that up, why not just load up my match with my opponent? And I'm dead again. Awesome. Cool. You know what? Take the fucking win. I insist, take the win.
Player 2 wins.
There you go. Has some yellow points. So dumb.
Orion.
Hey, look, it's the best level. Man. Well.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I tell you what, if nobody shows up in the next, like, 30 minutes, I got other games we can play. You know, it doesn't have to be Brawlhalla. I'm not sitting here playing just because I love Brawlhalla ranks so much. Hey, at least they're fucking playing. At least their whole goal isn't to sit there and do broken air juggle combos on me. This is actually fun. Like, when, playing like this is more fun to me. I don't understand people that play the other way, where all they try to do is this stupid broken-ass air combo juggling bullshit. This is more fun. Kind of deserve that, not gonna lie. That wouldn't happen if you weren't so bent on trying to force me down the thing before I have enough damage to knock me off. You can win the legit way. Why do you feel the need to do the other thing? I don't understand. It's totally more fun to do it the other way. 6 spam. Go for it. Yeah, see? That's better. I don't know. Maybe I just am not cut out to play this game. I don't know. Bruh. Man, where's all those people always asking for 1v1s? This is their shot. If I win this, it's gonna be the cheapest, stupidest win ever, and I'm gonna kind of hate myself over it. Like, but hey, mad respect to my opponent though, for not being a dick and for playing along. You know. Come here. Hey, not bad. That was clean. That was actually clean.
Player 2 wins.
Scratadoo. PewDiePie fan. Nice. Nice. Room invite from detainings. I don't go to other people's rooms on stream. I don't know what you're trying to do inviting me to your room. That's not gonna happen. If you actually want to fight with me, then you know you can come to my room.
Orion.
I'll let people just hijack my streams and control all the proceedings. I'm sorry. I'll take suggestions, but I'm not going to go to your room where you control everything. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Man. If I don't get more players in 20 minutes, I'm playing something else. My God. Bruh. That was like right up in your face and you did nothing. That was well timed. Oh, I lose. I lost to the dumb stage, because of course I did. Mad props to this guy. Okay. That was fun. Trying so hard, and it's beautiful. Ooh. Yeet. Oh my gosh. Oh, look out. Oh, got him. That was
Player
GG.
2 wins.
Yeah. You kind of fell into a little bit of a pattern there at the end. Yeah, maybe try mixing things up a little more. But other than that, very cool. Enjoyed that a lot. Rocket Lance attack, heavy damage. Yes. This is working pretty well, I think. One whole ass win. Look at that. Look at my one stinking win.
Orion.
If I get more people to play with in 15 minutes, I'm out.
Heyo.
Oh, there you is.
Yeah, could have used a bit of heads up.
Sorry about that. I got home late, so I just started streaming as soon as I possibly could.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be joining you as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, right now there's nobody else playing, so I'm playing ranked.
Ew.
Yeah, it's actually you.
So I'm about to lose my patience with Digimon World 4.
Uh-huh.
I've had to replay this dungeon with the Mammothmon as the boss no less than 4 times.
Understandable. Yeah.
I've taken too many cheap deaths to that son of a Brachiosaurus. I can't even go in and use a raise disc to pick up my lost EXP and bits without getting cacked all over again. And that's the point where I turn off the system and go to bed.
Yeah. Because he charges at the entrance right after you get in there.
Yep.
It's kind of a pain in the ass.
And you can't get greedy whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, you wait for him to charge, you go and start hacking at him, and you have time for like one swing. And if that one swing is blocked or misses or whatever, you just better get the heck out of the way and wait for your next opportunity.
Right.
It's tedious as all get out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the game with too many design flaws.
And yet, somehow, I still love it.
Yeah.
So I'm a masochist.
You know, I was reading a book earlier today, and it's a book series that I just started reading because I thought the premise looked interesting, and it was talking about like various like RPG type video games from the villain's perspective. You know, like series where. You know, not like series where, you know, when you lose you get game over and have to start from your last save point. Not those. I'm talking about like the series where when you lose you just pay a little money a la Pokemon, and then you get to go back with all your XP and everything intact. You know, and you know you're alive again. You know, so basically. The person who was writing about this was saying that for the final boss at the end, they're in an unwinnable situation. The only way they can win is if the player gives up and stops playing. You know?
Huh.
Because
Player
if
one
not,
wins.
then eventually the player will just end up getting strong enough, just out of repetition, to beat them. You know. So yeah.
Okay, I just...
Custom.
Oh. So are you gonna do a new game room?
Yeah.
Okay. Because out of habit, I just wrote down the one I saw.
Yeah, no, I was in a ranked room, so
Burp.
that code probably would have only worked for spectating.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, is the frickin' chat not working? Oh. Well, no wonder.
What's up?
Man, YouTube fucking... The chat on YouTube has been having so many problems lately.
Okay, so the new code is 469997.
Yeah. 469997.
Alright. Be there in a second.
I thought nobody was here, but people have been chatting the whole frickin' time, and YouTube was not displaying anybody's chat, because YouTube fucking sucks.
So you had to do that thing you've been doing the past couple
I had to
Mondays?
pop the fucking window out, yes. Fix your shit, YouTube, seriously. God, that's annoying. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I didn't notice anybody. Alright, detainings, puffballs, Kid, Cherry-Ann Aguilar. Alright. Sorry I didn't notice you guys earlier. I should have checked to make sure YouTube was functioning properly. What a piece of shit this platform is sometimes. Alright. There is no admin. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't mod people just because they ask. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal.
In fact, it's often an instant DQ.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Or it should be.
I mean, I know a guy who if you ask to be a mod, he will never make you one. But I don't do that on my channel yet. But yeah, like, basically, if you want to be a mod, just hang out on my channel, come to lots of streams, prove you can be trusted to be a mod. You know, like, you know, you're not trying to start shit on the chat with people, or, you know, giving me the impression that you're going to abuse your power in any way, or bully people with it, you know. And then, if you meet all the requirements, then the next time I need a mod, because, you know, I got some shit going on and there's no mods there, then I'll go ahead and mod the person I feel is most appropriate for the job. That's how I choose mods. I don't make people mods by request, or because they bribe me or anything like that. You know, because you're fucking sleepy. Man. That's like the least fuckable of all the 7 dwarves.
I knew there was going to be a Snow White joke there.
Sorry.
At least I went out in style.
Well, you know.
got that 16-bit scoreboard effect going on. Hey, Fuzzbutt! Stop snoring! So I went ahead and splurged. I picked up a copy of 3D Dot Game Heroes for just shy of $70.
Wow. It is expensive.
Yeah. But the thing is, you know, I did like a mental list of my favorite game for each platform that I have. I'm like, you know what? That's like the one that I kind of miss.
Well, I experienced a moment of weakness today myself, so I can't really, you know, pontificate here. So.
What borderline reckless financial decision did you make?
So, my nephew, Tyson, his birthday is tomorrow, but the celebration was held tonight. So I needed to buy him something. I mean, I didn't need to, I didn't have to, but I did. Anyway.
You're the Funkle, right?
Yes. So I went and bought him Pokemon Snap. And,
wow.
And while they had the display case open, I just happened to treat myself to a copy of Dragon Quest XI. So.
Well, crap! I was gonna get you that for your birthday this year.
Saved you the trouble. Anyway. Alright. Let me go ahead and unhide this comment.
Well, there's worse games to splurge on.
Yeah, so it's sitting here on the top of the please play me damn it pile.
The one I keep using to move your tissues out of the way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about putting one of those in tonight if nobody showed up to play me at Brawlhalla, but I didn't realize that people had been showing up. It's just that YouTube wasn't showing their chat to me because YouTube's being retarded. So, anyway. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that the 3DS eShop is still getting sales every other week.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a rotation between Capcom, Sega, and Atlas.
Why not?
And then for some reason, Final Fantasy Explorers was also half off, so I snagged that.
Nice. Well, you know, I don't know. I think there are still a few people who have the DS that haven't gone and bought the Switch yet. But, you know. I think normally Pokemon games are what they use to convince everybody to adopt the new system. But Pokemon Sword and Shield is so divisive. You know, a lot of people just refuse to get it on principle. You know.
Orion.
I think just the novelty of the hybrid system itself, plus the awesomeness of Breath of the Wild, was pretty much what sold the Switch and got people
for
to
a lot of people
switch
it did.
over.
But the thing is, I had Breath of Fire on the Wii U. I didn't need to buy a Switch. I didn't get a Switch until Pokemon Sword and Shield. So,
right. I mean,
like,
the killer app is going to be different for everybody.
Exactly. It's something that, you know, for a lot of Pokemon fans, that's what they're going to be looking for is for the big Pokemon game to come out and convince them to switch. But you know, yeah, it's different for a lot of people. But yeah, Breath of the Wild, I think definitely moved some units.
3,
but
2,
you know,
1,
I'm never like Breath of the Wild was too early in the system's lifespan for me. I wanted to wait and see if any problems arose and how they shook out. You know, So I went into buying a Switch fully informed about the drifting thing and what I could do to prevent it or alleviate it entirely, you know? Like...
Yeah, unfortunately, getting the standard controller or pro controller isn't exactly it's not a guarantee.
Well, it doesn't
now,
have the same potential as the Joy-Cons do for drifting. The Joy-Cons use a much more brittle sort of a plastic on their on the bottoms of their joysticks that's prone to being scraped away through intense gameplay. So, which is what causes the drifting issue to happen in the first place. You know, I mean, the plastic that they use at the bottom of those things is almost more like wax. It's that brittle. I have no idea why they chose to go with that on something that was meant to be playing games like Smash Ultimate. You know? Like, if you're going to have a joystick like that, then every game on the system better be a fucking JRPG. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you know, law of entropy
or
hits...
just forgo the use of the joystick entirely in favor of motion controls or some shit.
Well, I think the complete repudiation of Star Fox Zero is a prime example of them, you know, of being an about face on motion controls to a large degree.
Yeah, I mean, honestly...
It's like all of gaming media and the rabid fans basically jumped up and said no motion controls and bashed that game simply on that merit.
Right.
When there were so many other metrics for them to bash the game on.
Right. Well, and here's my thing, is when the Power Glove came out, everybody agreed it was a cool concept, but the execution was just absolute dog shit. You know, there were very few games where the motion controls functioned properly, and even when they did, a lot of the time they were still clunky and hard to use. So, you know, the game there were you could count on one hand without using very many fingers the number of games where the Power Glove just worked perfectly on it. You know.
Yeah.
But you know,
there was like the one.
Yeah, the concept, the idea was there. And that's what I think the Wii sort of was built on, that same concept and idea, but it was better executed. But after a while, there were some really imaginative games that came out at first for it, but after a while, you really started to see a lot of games where the motion controls detracted from the gaming experience rather than adding anything. And so I think by the time the Wii U came out, people were already kind of getting sick of those types of games. Like the Wii really succeeded because it attracted people that weren't used to gaming in the first place. A lot of the already established gamers really didn't care for the motion controls anyway. Even the better motion control games, a lot of the hardcore gamers didn't really go for.
And
So-
while the party game compilations and cheap gimmicky crap that filled Bargain Basement was like a dime per million, it was really like searching for our diamond in the rough to find anything good, unless you actually had, you know, instinct or just common knowledge of what kind of games are going to be good at first glance.
Right.
You know, I at one point had a library of like 60 or more Wii games, and next to none of them were Bargain Basement junk.
Right.
Or if they were Bargain Basement, it was because they were released at a low price to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, I had stuff like Korinpa, House of the Dead.
Shut down.
You know, there were so many real genuine gems on it, but people would just go in, they say, oh, it's a bunch of waggly minigame crap on that system, and you know, yeah, you got grandmas in nursing homes playing Wii Bowling, and it was the first video game they ever played, or the first game they've played since Pac-Man, and you know, once that target audience just gets their fill, you know, that's it. buy the console, maybe one game, maybe a game for their grandkids, and that's it.
Yeah, Puffballs.
Casual
I've
market
addressed
just-
that question in the description. I don't ban people because they're good. Anyway. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to address my chat. Anyway.
All right.
But yeah. Playing with good people helps. Playing with good players helps you to grow stronger as a player. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. You can't win all the time. If it bothers you that much, I hate to see you go, but I'm not forcing you to play. I'm not twisting anybody's arm to play here. I really appreciate having a nice full lobby. It makes me feel good to see that many people having fun. But I understand if you don't want to be around players that are a higher skill level because they win too much. But yeah, I don't want to try and ruin somebody's day because they're too good at the game. And I mean, a lot of them probably wouldn't feel like their day had been ruined. They'd probably just go find someone else to play with. But I want to be inclusive here rather than excluding people for whatever reason. Yeah, I remember you, Derpy. God, it makes it sound like I'm insulting you. I'm sorry. I know I'm not insulting you, and I'm sure you know I'm not insulting you, but it just sounded like I was insulting you.
Is Derpy his actual screen name?
His screen name used to be Derpy360 God.
Ah.
But yeah. He's like, do you remember me? And I was like, yeah, I remember you, Derpy. And then I was like, wow, that really sounded derogatory.
Gotcha.
So yeah, didn't mean any offense by it. Just being familiar. Woofed. Woof. Oh, I lost my frickin' spear somehow. What the hell?
You're the purple Orion or the,
I am the stainless steel one.
Okay.
I just penetrated myself. I mean, purple me. What did I say?
Shut down.
Alright.
I have to say that'd be impressive.
You're trying to get on Discord and you're locked out of— what? I didn't lock you out of Discord. Hang on. I will look at this right away.
Dominating.
So you remember the other day when our mutual
Yeah, I
friend
see you
Amanda was at the store?
Uh-huh.
She was at the store there because she has had her second bike stolen
Yeah, I
in
noticed.
the past few months.
Told me.
It's getting really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still in my Discord server, at least on our end. So, it's probably— is Discord itself locking you out? Are you not able to get into Discord at all, or are you not able to get into our server specifically?
need to take a quick pit stop. I will be back as soon as possible.
Okay. These two will drag things out as long as possible. Have I heard of the new Meowth Wild Area news event that's happening at Pokemon Sword and Shield? Right, Meowth. No, I haven't. My gosh. They're literally just burning. God, this color palette is just hideous. You got a level 80 Wusong now. God, it's you got a shiny Galarian Meowth. Well, congrats.
Alright, I have returned.
Yay!
Hope I didn't delay anything too badly.
I don't think so. I was taking my time picking my guy. Who else is taking their time? You got Poe. Yeah, you mean leg spread panda? All right. Anyway. Oh no, not Big Thunderguard. Ew. It's the worst place. I hate it here. Look at it.
2,
Look at it.
1,
Look at this
brawl.
stiff little level. Look at some design. I friggin' hate it.
Found out there is actually a new stage, or a new-ish stage.
Is there?
Background has like the giant worm thing that's eating its tail, the Ouroboros,
Oh, okay.
in the background. But the thing is, the actual stage layout is similar to this, where it's got like the I mean, it's
make
big.
More stages like this. Make more stages like Sundrive City. They're better. Why is there a diamond? I don't know. Are they in the rough? Is a diamond in the rough housing? I don't know. I don't pay attention to ranks. I kind of don't care. Like,
Unless something smells.
yeah, you know.
Dominating. Shut down.
Kind of don't care about ranks unless they're on like an isekai tier list or something. Still want to make a video of the top 10 worst isekai, or bottom 10 worst isekai, however you want to think of it. My God. I'm finding such innovative ways to be knocked off the frickin' screen. Okay.
In other news, I went ahead and put the Mortal Kombat album on my MP3 player and listened to its entirety while I was washing every dish in my house.
Ah.
I remembered there's a reason why I never listen to that album anymore.
Did you get a shock when you started washing the satellite dish?
Not that kind of dish.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a satellite dish.
It was a joke because you said every dish in the house. Anyway.
Yeah, but usually satellites are outside the house, even the small ones.
I mean, you know. Could be inside the house. I don't know. Anyway.
Sorry. Swing and a miss, bro.
Shut down.
The only songs that hold up are Techno Syndrome and Hypnotic House.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not just talking about the various retcons of the characters' stories. It's just it's so cheesy. It's the cheesiest techno you'll ever listen to.
Alright. So, Chocolate S'mores has some comments as to the sexual orientation of Katars.
Oh boy.
I guess you could say that there are two of them and they're the same gender. They're always with each other, so, you know, it's not entirely wrong. Say the same thing about guns in this game. Anyway.
I would have to say that all swords are male because they're mostly vague. They're mostly
phallic.
vaguely phallic looking, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then if you want to get real misogynistic, you could say that all weapons are female because they like to cause long-lasting pain.
Oh, of course.
So you could flip it around either way.
Oh, man. Oh, Shadow's getting in on this.
And of course I don't subscribe to either theory.
Your keyboard is dumb. Dang. Yeah, I believe that weapons are gender neutral unless specifically designed otherwise. Anyway. I mean, broadswords are obviously female. Sorry, that was bad. I apologize.
I almost left at that because of its punniness.
Yes, that was the joke. GG. Oh, we got 8 spots in the lobby now. Alright. Oh.
Mark Haynes, aka Alvin Earthworm, finally finished and posted the second episode of Super Mario Bros. Z
Oh my
reboot.
God. Man.
Like,
I mean,
only took him about
bless
4
the,
years to do
bless
it.
the guy, but that series has been in development hells for so long.
Yeah, he
God bless him for fucking finally finishing more of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, more power to him.
yeah, it was like,
2, 1.
God
was
dang,
like
I
right
hope he
after
gets
I-
some help. You know?
well, he does need probably psychiatric help.
Oh no,
He's,
I was like more like to people who can help him do animations and shit. Anyway.
sprite animation isn't nearly as intensive as regular hand-drawn animations.
There's still a lot of frames that go into it. A lot of editing.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing when I do non-video game stuff, you know, and I'm like editing like movies and stuff together, like if I'm taking like scenes from like an episode of Naruto or, you know, just a bunch of memes and like threading them together to try and make something coherent, like when I was doing that video where like I did this video, it was like editing part of an infomercial together with a bunch of scenes from the Naruto anime. And
Yeah, the ninja.
yeah, the ninja, and it was like a 3-minute long video at the end of it. It was a little pissant of a video. Didn't take very long at all. Took me like 8 hours to edit. You know.
Oh yeah.
So
Hey, I remember my days in high school media class. All that work for so little actual product, it can get maddening.
yeah, well, and that's one of the reasons I started streaming instead of doing the Let's Plays. I know that a lot of people like the shorter Let's Plays, but you know, or I don't know if I should say a lot of people. I know some people prefer the shorter Let's Plays to the streams because they don't always have time to sit in on a stream, and streams aren't as fun when you're not there live. But, in my defense, I don't like the way that some of these games have me like sitting there grinding and doing shit for hours before I can get to the actual fucking point.
And now you know how I feel about RPGs half the time.
Well, like, that's the thing is, I don't mind grinding on an RPG and whatnot, it's just that when I have to sit there and record like 6 hours worth of content to make a 10-minute video.
Oh, to get to the part that you're aiming for?
Yeah, to get, basically, like, because when I'm making a video, like, I don't mind grinding in an RPG, but I know people don't want to sit there and watch me grind for in an RPG for 6 hours, you know? So, like, sometimes I'll, like, record the whole grinding session and then, like, speed it up, you know? Put music on it. Other times, I'll just cut the whole damn grinding session out. So, it's something that, you know, it's to me it's so time inefficient to sit there and play for 6 hours and only get a 10-minute video out of it.
I hear you.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Is, you know, Kid Ringo is when I edit videos, that's what I do. I try to just include the good bits, but it's inefficient because I only get like 10 minutes worth of content for like 6 hours of playtime on some of these games. So when I'm talking about like when I'm doing a stream, I'm getting, you know, I'm basically able to mitigate the boredom. It's not always that the game is whack. It's a type of game that I usually enjoy playing. It's just that it's not the most fun to watch when you have to spend 6 hours grinding or whatever. Like Minecraft is that type of game where Minecraft involves a lot of tedious stuff that's not really fun to watch.
All that aside, I know that the main reason why it's taken Alvin / Mark all this time to get a second episode of the reboot done is because he's admitted this to himself, that he suffers from chronic depression.
It's understandable. But yeah, like I like doing my Minecraft streams and my Pokemon streams, but like the Minecraft streams, there's a lot of tedious stuff that happens in there too. That's maybe not the most fun to watch. Where if I was just playing the game, I would edit it out. Yeah, and that's the thing is if I were to go through and pick all the really exciting and funny moments out of my Minecraft streams,
3, 2,
you know,
1, brawl.
Like, yeah, it would maybe be like a 10-minute video, but you know, some of those Minecraft streams are like 6 to 8 hours long, you know. So yeah, it's just editing something that long can be tedious, because when you got that much footage to sort through, it takes a long time. Because even if I'm while I'm editing, I'm watching it like on fast forward or something, it can still take a hell of a long time. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Is just you know, doing. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Doing shorter videos versus longer streams. It makes more sense from my perspective to stream. The streams get better views. People really like the interaction. I still do post video on demand content. I try to put out at least one a week. Right now, that video on demand content is mostly Pokemon Clover Master Cuts. I am gonna run out of those, so don't worry. It's not gonna go on forever. It's just, you know.
I was sure hoping that playing old games badly wasn't dead.
It's
Just on
not.
hiatus.
Yeah, it's something where I've been I've been using the GameCube for playing other things, so I will be using the GameCube to do some playing old games badly.
I would figure PlayStation would be the next system for that.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to sit there and switch my connections every frickin' time I record something. Like, I've got the GameCube hooked up to the PC right now. That's what I want to use to make content. When I'm done making content with the GameCube, I'll switch to a different system.
I think I might have a system selector that could help you with that.
Maybe, but you know. Anyway, see with the GameCube, I don't just get to do playing old games badly with GameCube games. I get to do playing old games badly with Game Boy Advance games. So
I see.
Because I have the Game Boy player hooked up.
Gotcha. Oh, and you'll finally play Mario and Luigi.
But anyway, yeah, I don't normally timestamp my videos when something funny happens. Like, if something really funny happens, usually somebody will go back and timestamp it for me, which I really appreciate when people do that, by the way, because it helps people find that moment that they came to watch, because I'll, like, reference it sometimes if it was really funny, you know. Eventually, I am going to go through and do some stream highlight videos for my Pokemon Clover streams, and those should be hilarious. You got Star Fox Dinosaur Planet, yeah. I might. I'm pretty sure I've actually played that one, actually.
Miyamoto should not have made that into a Star Fox game.
Yeah. That would have been nice as its own game, I think. Shoehorning the Star Fox characters into that was a bit of a stretch. Wasn't exactly the type of gameplay we're used to seeing from Star Fox.
Crystal became the Yoko Ono of the franchise.
Player 4 wins.
Oh, man. I'm not saying it's a bad game, I'm just saying it's not exactly a normal Star Fox game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a great game. It would have been even better if it was left unadulterated.
Yeah. Because,
there's still a statue, last I heard, there's still a statue of the original protagonist of that game at Rare headquarters in England.
Nice. Yeah, because the story behind Dinosaur Planet is, the game studio Rare was working on it, and it was just going to be called Dinosaur Planet, and it had its own original all-new cast of characters in it. And then the bigwigs from Nintendo came in and said, "Oh, this is a nice game. Let's put Star Fox in it." You know.
It was Miyamoto.
Yeah. By the way, Siege, did you know that Satoru Iwata has a book out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a posthumous release.
Yeah. Ask Iwata.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to read it because it'll make me sad.
Yeah. It's understandable.
He was the kind of president that every company needs to have. It's not like I followed his life or anything while he was alive. It's just like I heard all the stories afterwards. I'm like,
yeah.
Wow. I mean, he was such a down-to-earth, for the people kind of guy that I firmly believe that any hope of an official Mother 3 US release died with him. But they would have had to heavily change it in many ways. So. There's countless stories.
Over many years, I've learned never to say never when it comes to things like that. Such things will often materialize when you least expect them. You know?
Yeah, like Star Fox 2 showing up on a Super NES mini system.
Yeah. So, like I said, I would never, ever say never on that sort of thing. It might take a while, but it is definitely possible that we'll see some sort of, Mother compilation or something down the road that has all of the Mother games in some sort of capacity. You know, they might be translated as Earthbound, they might not. You know, like they could call Mother 1 Earthbound 0 or something like that if they really wanted to.
That's kind of what they did when they released Earthbound Beginnings on the Virtual Console for Wii U and or 3DS.
Yeah.
That was a story of another game that was supposed to release in the States, but because it was so late in the NES's life, they just kind of said, nah.
Yeah.
And the original Final Fantasy II was another one of those.
Yeah. Well, heck, there was the original Final Fantasy III was on the Nintendo as well, or the Famicom, I should say.
Yeah, it was on the Famicom. I think it was the disc system too.
I don't know. All right. Here we go.
Dominating.
Ow. Ow. Okay. Man, I am having a heck of a time paying attention. So Roland is trying to penetrate me.
Berserk.
Welcome to Sundays with Sir
Wherefore
Roland.
wins.
Fortnite, oh no! God! Oh god, we lost to Fortnite.
Are you done?
Maybe.
Fortnite's a decent game. I just hadn't played it since about August last year.
Naming himself Fortnite and tryharding. Oh my gosh. Hey, understandable, thank you.
There's a recent trailer for Akira from rival schools showing up in Street Fighter V. And it was really great. It's not enough for me to bite the bullet on any version of that game whatsoever.
the nifty stuff NIS has going this year.
See, there's Disgaea 6,
Yeah.
and what else?
In addition to Disgaea 6, they're going to be releasing the first volume of a compilation series. It's going to have Phantom Brave and another game on it.
Right.
Super hype about that. The other game is one that I've never had before. I do have a copy of Phantom Brave still. But I've never had a copy of the other game, so kind of looking forward to owning it for the first time.
Dominating.
So, yeah. Oh, and,
Shut down.
so I went and checked on my Digimon World games on the PlayStation. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream yet. So I checked out my Digimon World games on the PlayStation and PlayStation 2, and figured out that I don't have the first one. And that was one that I thought I definitely had, and I don't know where the hell it is. It might have been the one that my brother had, and I just thought I had it because I played the shit out of it. But yeah, so I don't have the original Digimon World game. I have Digimon World 2, Digimon World 3, Digimon World 4, obviously, and a bunch of other Digimon games that were on the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. But do not have Digimon World 1, which is sad.
Now, did we check out that display you have with the Digimon games?
It shouldn't have any discs in it. I didn't see a case there for Digimon World 1, so.
Right.
So yeah. Because yeah, so the thing is when me and my little brother were still living at home with our parents, we had a very substantial combined game library. To the point where a lot of the time we sometimes lost track of where one person's games began and the others ended, so. We had a very robust group of games. And I know for a fact that one of us had Digimon World at some point, but it may have just been him that had it.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
I remember watching you play it and being bored to tears.
Yeah, well, it's definitely it's a similar game to the Digimon Digital Tamers Reborn Digital Tamers Reborn game that I was playing, except Digital Tamers Reborn actually has a world that you can wander around in and a story, or Digimon World does, because you're not Digital Tamed. Digital Tamers doesn't have those elements in it. Digimon World had like mini games like fishing and curling. My God, how did that happen? Okay. Okay. This doesn't mean I'm good. I just want to throw that out there. This doesn't mean I am good at this game, okay?
That made water come out my eyes.
Alright, anyway. Alright.
Magyar.
Let's, but yeah. It's the best place. I love it. Love this place. Such a good place. Love this city.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Alright. Oh god. You're trying to storm my castle. Please stop.
So, I may or may not have mentioned this over the years, but there was a quartet of books based on the Doom game series. And I stumbled upon them again at a used bookstore in town.
Oh, nice.
I snagged them again because I've never been nostalgic for a book before.
Hey. You know, books are a great thing to have. You know, especially books you feel nostalgic for. As a pet owner, just make sure that your pet doesn't feel nostalgic for a scratching post. And, and decide to use your book spines as a medium for that, but you should be fine. You have a good cat.
Yeah, he just scratches up the old crummy furniture that I have. Actually, mostly he has his own chair for that.
Yeah.
And part of a wall. But hey, that's what deposits are for.
Alright.
Most of the time they're just free money, but in my case I get my money's worth.
Oh, did I die? I like turned away for a second and
I should specify, normally they're free money for the landlords, but in my case I get my money's worth. But what I find disgusting is an increasing number of places now will try and charge you pet rent. So you pay a pet fee, a pet deposit, plus you pay an additional amount of rent each month because you have a cat or a dog.
Right.
It's like, that's kind of stupid. I can't get the cat to go out and get a job and pay his share.
Alright.
Or a dog for that matter.
See, that's where you get a camera. And you start videoing the cat and putting it on YouTube.
I think the market's overcrowded for cat videos on YouTube.
Hey. All it takes is your cat to do one hilarious thing while you've got the camera rolling. Alright. You get that viral video. Oh my gosh. Man, after starting out this streams thinking that nobody was here to play with me, I am so happy to have so many people here right now.
Never been happier to be wrong.
Exactly. It's a nice thing to be wrong about. I just wish YouTube stress release when Fortnite got clapped and sent to the gulag. Amazing. Alright. So I'm definitely not winning this one.
You've been out of it for quite some time.
Yeah, I know. I was just restating the obvious. Yeah. Imagine getting killed by fate.
Kind of surprised no one's jumped into Discord chat with us. Like, Shadow was playing, but he's...
Yeah,
It's a fun,
he
it's
said
a
he
nice
was having
fight.
some sort of problem with Discord. He said
it was kicking him out?
He said he got like locked out or something. Like, it doesn't sound like he's locked out of our server specifically, because I still have his profile showing up in there. But yeah, he may need to like reset his password or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how that works with Discord. I've never had this problem, and yet my viewers seem to have these types of problems all the fucking time.
Bummer and weird.
I don't know if they've got it set up to authenticate them every time. Got owned by spam. Spam, 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 spam. Lovely spam. Wonderful spam.
I don't know why it keeps changing me from speed to attack stance.
I don't know either. Rather lose to fate than Fortnite. True. True. These are facts. Because then you could just say, I lost because I was fighting against fate. God damn it. Choose your character. I am a huge noob. I am the filthiest casual. Oh snap. This is gonna be great.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Brawlhalla. Okay. Oh! Oh, that was so cheap. Nicely done, Brazzers.
So the He-Man movie's in trouble again.
Yeah.
The extremely not buff star has walked away.
Oh, amazing. I mean, they might get a chance to shoot the body, the movie with somebody who doesn't have a dad bod? Crazy.
Oh, the dude didn't exactly have a dad bod, but he definitely wasn't He-Man material.
I mean, is The Rock available? Can we just get The Rock to do it?
Speaking of which, they've just begun shooting for Shazam. Or not Shazam, Black Adam.
Nice.
I mean, it was like literally within a day or so they've begun principal photography.
Oh, look out. Don't kill me, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so for Tice's birthday celebration earlier today, they were gonna get pizza. Alright?
Uh-huh.
So they called up Little Caesars and they wanted to order the stuffed crust. And they're like, oh, we're all out of the cheese that we use for the stuffed crust.
That never happens.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, that sucks. So
Dominating. Shut down.
anyway, my youngest sister, Tice's mother, had brought a guy with her, and he's a guy that I knew from my time working as a bouncer at Opie's. So he's I knew from his time, being the patron there. Anyway, but he's not a bad guy or anything. Because most of the people that were in there weren't bad people. Just a few of them that I had to throw out. were bad. Anyway, so he recognized me as soon as I walked in. But anyway, he ended up calling up Marco's and asked if they do stuffed crust. And they said they normally don't. So he asked if they could make an exception to do a stuffed crust pizza. So they made these stuffed crust pizzas, and holy crap, like these stuffed crust pizzas we got from Marco's, almost half the slice is crust, but there's just a mound of cheese under it. It was amazing.
Huh. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, my youngest sister, Tyson's mom is eating it, and she's like, I think there's too much cheese, and we're all like, blasphemous! There is no such thing. It was so freaking great. They're like, how dare you insinuate such a thing? Oh. Oh no, it's Fortnite! No! Fortnite! Oh no!
Yeah, I remember I had to stop eating Marco's because it was. Did you say it was Marco's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Marco's.
I am so bad. Yes, you were right. I am very bad at this. If you're talking about me.
Marco's and Papa John's I can't handle.
Papa John's, I refuse to order for Papa John's. I've had too many of their pizzas that came out tasting like somebody just slathered toppings all over cardboard. So I refuse to eat their god-awful crust. And I understand that some people in their area have Papa John's pizza that's amazing. Good for you. Here it sucks. Alright? Just gonna...
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Just gonna mention that now. Not sure how they stay in business. I guess some people like eating cardboard. I don't know.
Yeah, I have similar feelings about CC's.
I like CC's okay, but I gotta
they're okay. They're okay in a pinch.
I gotta be in the right mood for it, and I gotta go with friends. I don't want to go to CC's and eat the buffet by myself. That is the ultimate fat guy loser moment. So it's not my favorite activity. You know what I'm saying? If I can avoid going to CC's by myself and doing the buffet, then I'm gonna do that. I will definitely go to CC's and hang out with friends, though. That's always good times. Yeah.
Yeah, the main reason I can't handle Marco's and Papa John's is because their cheese is too rich.
Yeah.
But for some reason, even if I get double extra cheese at Caesar's, it's that mix of Munster and mozzarella that doesn't mess with my lactose intolerance all that much.
Well,
the other two, I'll be doubled over in pain.
Alright. So, mozzarella is primarily made for skim milk most of the time. You look at the ingredients list on it.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense though. For what pure mozzarella does to me or tends to do to me, it doesn't make any sense because the doctors back before they recommended what they called sweet acidophilus milk for me as a child, they said, oh, just give him skim, he'll be alright. But even that stopped working, so I have no idea why one works and one doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the way that human beings interact with milk is a little weird. When I was first born, they said that I couldn't handle milk. They said, he's kind of not doing well with milk, so maybe only hang around him in this big of a group, and they had me on soy milk for the first few months, and then for whatever it was, I got over it, and then I started making up for lost time, and I just started consuming milk ad nauseum throughout my entire childhood. for most of my childhood, I was drinking over a gallon a day. Yeah. So, you know.
I can't imagine someone drinking even up to a gallon a day.
Yeah.
I would imagine it would make someone sick.
Yeah, no, I would get like a big glass with breakfast, a big glass with lunch, you know, big glass with dinner, and sometimes another glass or two in between, you know. So.
Dominating.
Didn't take much to drain a gallon.
I guess that's a big part of the reason why your family always had 2 fridges.
Well, we don't
Well,
have 2 fridges.
having-
We have a second freezer in the garage.
Oh.
Or they have a second freezer in the garage, I should say, because.
And again, they had 4 kids in the house.
Yeah, exactly. The one tiny freezer wouldn't hold enough for that size of a family to munch on. You know, like it would get to the point where it's like, yeah, we need more than that. You know. So yeah, she would go out and buy frozen stuff in bulk, and then put the extras out there. And sometimes she wouldn't buy stuff frozen. She would buy like like raw hamburger, and she would get like a multi-pound roll of it or whatever, and then like shape it into patties and wrap them in foil and freeze them. Anyway. But yeah, so
what did your older sister get for Tyson?
They got him Animal Crossing.
Ah.
So and then my parents got him Splatoon 2, the splattening, or whatever the subtitle of the game is. Anyway, Detainings wins. Oh my gosh. Now that's got to be an immigration joke. Alright. Anyway.
I was curious as to what they got him because I bumped into them at GameStop a few weeks ago, and they said they were shopping for him, and I like the next day or so I sent some suggestions.
Yeah.
I didn't know what their price range was, so I was aiming really low.
Yeah. I went to Walmart, so I was able to snap up Pokemon Snap and Dragon Quest 11 for less than $100 before tax, which was really nice. Yeah. Came out to like 103 something after tax, but it was not a bad deal for all things considered. How did that happen? Is there another Magyar out there? Did I miss something? How did I actually manage to kill somebody? What the hell?
That's what happens when you're so broke you can't pay attention.
Yeah, I have actually been... It's not necessarily that I'm having trouble paying attention, it's that, like, I'm kind of tired right now, so... I woke up at like 6 in the morning, so I've been up for a considerable amount of time, right? But yeah, like my eyes are kind of having trouble focusing, so like, I'll be playing and then my eyes just kind of start wandering all over the screen, Nice pizza discussion. Would watch YouTube vid of this. Hey, glad to hear it. But yeah.
Yeah. Get back on the topic of pizza.
Oh yes, let's do that. It's a good topic.
I got this circular in the mail from Mazio's. Mazio's? No, it's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, and it says home of the original stuffed crust. And I'm just thinking to myself,
Oh my god!
you know,
Okay, go ahead.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust was great. They are the originator, but I went back to it after having gotten addicted to Caesar's stuffed crust, like from the minute they started carrying it, and I can't go back.
Yeah.
Not Mazio's. Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is too sweet. The dough is too sweet and greasy.
So, speaking of pizza, alright, so I was watching Crunchyroll while we were at Tyson's party, you know, just to have something on, and I was watching an episode of Digimon Adventure 2020, and an ad starts playing, right? You know, no big deal, this happens on Crunchyroll when you watch for free, but it's a Domino's pizza ad, featuring the Noid.
Yep, they brought him back.
He's back! I'm like, holy shit, the Noid's back! What the shit? Hide
Yeah,
your pizza.
I heard about it.
I was like, holy fuck! That's crazy!
Yeah, I only vaguely remembered him from childhood.
Oh my gosh. Avoid the
I
Noid
think
used
that's-
to be such a thing, and there was like I wonder if they'll try to re-release the Avoid the Noid video game.
From the NES,
Yeah.
from Capcom.
It had its own video game. So it's like,
It was a reskin of an obscure Japanese title.
I mean, you know, if they can get it done, why not? Why not put it on the frickin' Nintendo eShop and sell it for $5 or give it away for advertising purposes or whatever if they can, you know? That's free advertising. You know how many people would stream that? That's crazy.
Did you hear the story? Did you hear the story of why they discontinued that campaign?
Why?
Because there was this guy who people were calling the Noid,
Oh no.
and he was getting annoyed by the Noid commercials and so forth, so he eventually lost his mind and held up a Domino's pizza.
Oh no. Wow.
So they completely discontinued the campaign and the character for that reason.
Jeez, people do dumb things. Alright, thanks for sticking around with us this long, Michael.
Of course, that's like the Reader's Digest version of the story.
Yeah. Oh, man. Whee! This is an absolutely riveting death match between these two. Fortnite sucks, what a bot. I mean, Fortnite did lose. Like, neither of these characters left are Fortnite.
Speaking of Fortnite losing, I'd love to see Epic lose in that the lawsuit against Apple.
Yeah. Wow. That's something. Yeah, the whole age is just a number, jail is just a place. You know. Yeah. You know, speaking of which, that book, the same book that I was talking about, you know, the book is about it's an isekai story. It's called the dirty way to it's like, what is it? The dirty way to deal with the goddess's heroes or something like that. But basically, the protagonist is summoned by the Demon King to deal with a bunch of immortal heroes that every time they die, they get brought back to life by the goddess, right? So like he's the Demon King is way stronger than they are, but he can't kill them. So, but anyway, the reason that reminded me of it, the whole age is just a number thing, is because at the back of the book, the author, for some reason, feels the need to let us know that only one of the girls in that book is over 18. He's like, all of the girls in this book are over 10, but only one of them is over 18. And it's like, that is a weird piece of information that I don't think I needed to know for this. Thanks. That's, you know.
Ew.
Yeah. Like, the protagonist is a teenage boy. I think he's like 15 or something like that. And there's a scene where he's licking one of the girls on the neck. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't the one that's over 18. Yes. But, you know, it's when they're that close to age, it's like, you know, a little more forgivable, but it's like, wow, yeah. I don't know why the author felt that it was important to emphasize that detail in the afterword at the end of the book, you know?
Yeah, there's a proliferation.
Kind of like, hey, before you go fapping to all these characters you just read about, by the way, none of them are legal. You know? Like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to bring up,
2,
you know?
1, brawl.
Yeah, there's a overproliferation of incredibly attractive minor characters, and by minor I mean under 18 in anime and manga as of late, and it's a major part of why I kind of lost the interest in most anime.
Right, you know, it is kind of...
Not that ink and paint ever did anything for me.
Right. Well, yeah, like there is something a little questionable about some of these things. Like, you know, like there's you know, you talk about how there's a bunch of things with, you know, these minor characters and whatnot. There's like a rash of these isekai stories that have these overpowered protagonists, but they wind up with a harem, which is like normal, but the harem's full of lollies that the protagonist refuses to do anything with. You know, like, so they have like this massive horde of girls following them around that are all like between the ages of 15 and 16 and a half, and you know, or younger, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, it would be morally wrong for me to do anything to any of you, and they're all like begging for dick, you know, like, you know. So
Yeah, you see stuff like that. It's like,
yeah, that's kind of cringe a little bit. Not gonna lie. Like, it's funny. It's funny in a couple of instances. Like, you know, maybe the first time you see it, it's like, oh, that's a unique and original idea. But then you start seeing it in, like, tons of stuff. You know, like, you know, In Another World with My Smartphone, and Rising the Shield Hero, and it's another good example of, you know, the guy with the harem of lollies that he doesn't want to do anything with. Death March into Parallel World Rhapsody. You know, these are all decent anime on their own that don't necessarily need a harem of lollies, but the harem is there, it exists. Death March into Parallel World Rhapsody is funny though, because he's so like uninterested in his harem. He's got like this harem full of women, right? And you know, most of them in one way or another are underage, right?
Well, when you see stuff like this, or when you have stuff like that happening in a story, and it's making you feel this, uncomfortable, you have to wonder, okay, this person is clearly not making this to entertain an audience. He's apparently doing this to entertain himself.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching a show and someone's having a good time, and it sure as heck isn't you.
And like I said, I think that there are. I think that they are working a trope. Like it's becoming a trope, and they're working it, but it's like it's not a good trope. I wish they would start ignoring that. Like I wish people would stop using that trope. Is what I'm saying. Like it's becoming a trope, but
Agreed.
I wish people would stop using it. Like it's because they're using it for comedic, in an attempt to be funny. But it's not funny in a lot of the time. Or if it is, it's the funniness of it is dulled because it's a trope that I've seen before.
Right.
It's like, oh, go on. The overpowered protagonist has a harem of lollies that he doesn't want to do anything with. Go on.
Yeah.
I feel targeted here. This is disgusting. Oh.
Shut down.
I feel less targeted now. Wait. I'm one-on-one. I feel more targeted. Wait. Ah! No, please. Ow. I died. Good job. GG detainings. Yeah. The author is based. But yeah, the Death March into Parallel World Rhapsody, the guy is so uninterested in his harem of girls that he's got following around that he literally, while refusing to do anything with any of them, he winds up screwing 2 random prostitutes. It's just that random, Someone has a lot of time with this. Wow, look at all the fate. Dang. Yeah. Fate is the new meta, obviously.
Really? I didn't get the memo.
I mean, look at the character select screen. Look at it.
Oh yeah, I see the lineup.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of balls.
I'm just playing this character to hit level 25, then I'll move on to Rayman probably.
That's another fate over there. I'm just saying that's yet another fate. There's half the field is fate right now.
I'm not complaining.
All right. This is terrible.
Apparently, the one on the end doesn't know that the COVID-19 guidelines don't apply to game characters.
All right. Is that okay? All right. There we go. All right. We're all set now. All right. We're gonna. All right. We got a full lobby. I love that.
3, 2, 1.
I'm so glad we moved this to Sundays. It does seem to do a lot better.
Ratings wise.
I mean, as far as the number of people we get in lobbies at the same time and how long those lobbies last. Like,
gotcha.
Because like on Tuesday, like we'd get like 8 people in a lobby, and that would last like 1 game, and then like they'd all leave, or half of them would leave, or whatever. Like we didn't have like sustained big lobbies like this on Tuesdays for the most part.
Right. Well, that's probably because I was gonna say it was a weeknight, but
yeah,
so was the night. I guess people are
What are
more
lollies? Lollies are lolly is short for Lolita or lolly, or it basically means an underage girl that is dressed or presented in a provocative manner intended to elicit sexual response. You know? And a lolicon is somebody who is really attracted to that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, oh, the game lagged out. Well, understandable.
I guess people are more apt to stay up a bit later on Sunday nights, despite the fact that the next day is a work day, school day, whatever.
I mean, I have work tomorrow too, but you know, I don't have to be there until 11 in the morning. I've got some time. But yeah, I would have liked to have gotten on earlier, but I stayed at my parents' house for a while after Dice's party, or I should say after that, because the party didn't start till freaking 6 o'clock. So anyway. Oh my gosh, there are so many balls flying at my face right now. So many fates. Don't penetrate me, bro. Got him.
Shut down.
Damn. Alright, see you later, Michael. Oh, am I out? I think I'm out. Hell.
I'm barely hanging on.
Listen, I am not nice, I am not kind, and I am not wonderful.
Fortnite has disconnected. Oh, all the 9-year-olds will be so upset. Ah. Oofed. Hoi. Man. Getting a lot of disconnects going on now. Come on. This is, yeah.
I saw an article the other day
Yeah,
that
the thing is, lolly doesn't necessarily only apply to animated girls, though, Chocolate S'mores.
since we're on a similar subject, I remember seeing an article and photos on about like I think it was the Russian Gymnastics Authority or whatever. Or was it German? Yeah, I think it was German, and they were debuting new full body gymnastic suits
Oh, man.
to avoid or reduce sexualization.
Uh-huh.
Player 3
I think that honestly is kind of the move in the right direction.
Yeah. Man,
But frankly, if it's a skin tight suit, it's still going to probably have the same problems.
Yeah.
Magyar.
Yeah, you know, and there's a lot of people who think that that we shouldn't be doing beauty pageants with little girls, you know, like Jean-Benet Ramsey and Honey Boo Boo and shit like that, like that. Those,
I agree.
you know, the child beauty pageants. That's kind of cringe. Like,
3, 2,
it's like
1, brawl.
if you have a child that young, they shouldn't have to worry about their physical beauty. You know, like you should. It's nice to try and build a positive self-image for the child. That's very good, but you shouldn't be obsessing over it. You know.
And give the kid a complex.
Right, you know, what happens if they get in an accident and get disfigured, and you've been spending their whole childhood teaching them beauty is everything, you know? Like, what kind of message does that send, you know? I mean, people are going to parent how they're going to parent, but, you know, I've always thought there was something a little cringe about that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Shut down.
That and or that the star athlete parent wannabe trying to turn their kid into the next Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan,
Yeah, I mean,
robbing their kids of a childhood by means of, you know, constant training and all that jazz.
yeah, the coach parent, not the greatest. And that's the thing, is a lot of these parents are really just trying to live vicariously through their children, which is not a good way to parent. You know, I think Chi-Chi actually does some of that in Dragon Ball Z, where Chi-Chi feels self-conscious about how dumb she is, so she tries to push Gohan into academics. You know, like, instead of trying to better herself and learn to read and write and everything and educate herself, she like forces all that on Gohan.
I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, in the original manga for Dragon Ball, Chi-Chi has like a rural accent because she lives out in the middle of nowhere. So like they didn't really give her like a hick accent or anything in the dub. But yeah, she has like a rural dialect that she speaks in.
She's the daughter of a king. How could she not be well educated?
Because
I mean, even relatively.
Because he's a king who lives on a mountain in the middle of nowhere, is scaring people away that get too close. Yeah, like, and he's an idiot too. Yeah, like, not the smartest guy out there. Like, yeah. The thing is, Toriyama, the guy who writes Dragon Ball Z, he likes to give characters names that group them together when they're like family members and stuff. For example, all of Dr. Brief's family members are named after articles of clothing.
Right.
And Ox King, or Gyumao, is Chi-Chi's father, and Chi-Chi, in that context, is referring to a cow's udders. So and Gyu is cow or bull, ox, whatever. It's referring to the same animal. So that's the way he links them together as father and daughter. He does that sort of familial naming convention a lot, and it doesn't necessarily have to be families. It can be groups of characters too. Like when Piccolo originally appeared, he had a group of lackeys that were also named after musical instruments, like piano and tambourine and drum. So
3, 2,
So
1,
it's something that
brawl.
Toriyama does a lot when he's creating groups of characters, because it helps him keep them straight, because Toriyama has a terrible memory and he creates all these characters and then like forgets about them. So,
Yeah,
you know.
but the thing is, the whole idea of him forgetting about launch got debunked a while back.
No, he actually said that in an interview. I have an interview somewhere. He said that he forgot about her. Yeah, so he might have tried to change his story after that, but like, no, he straight up fucking forgot. He literally forgot she existed for a while. And then just tried to play it off as, oh, she went searching for attention.
Yeah, that's the story I heard.
Yeah, that's the canon. That's the actual story explanation for why she left. But the actual reason that she was gone was because he fucking forgot.
But he knows for a fact he didn't. He knows for a fact he didn't originally create Broly.
He definitely didn't create Broly.
But hey, he's canon now.
Again, I have an interview in Shonen Jump magazine that he did where he was drawing stuff for the interviewers, and he asked one of the interviewers what he'd like to have draw, what they'd like to have him draw for them. And the interviewer, like a dumbass, said Broly. And Toriyama's response was, Broly, who's that? Was he in the manga?
Yeah.
Had no idea. Like, and I don't know if he actually has no idea who Broly is and he was just trolling because he hates him, or if he legit just did not know who Broly was. But it's hilarious that the creator had just responded that way to that request for drawing Broly. You know. You know, and during that interview, he produced some awesome sketches of Goku and a bunch of the other characters. You know, so
I'd love to see him draw one of the Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
Ask him what his, what, if he likes the turtles or whatever, you know.
Yeah. It's always interesting to see people who are mangaka that draw in a specific style, drawing like other characters from other things in their style.
Yeah.
You know, because it does kind of get weird sometimes. You know, it's like, whoa. You know, like case in point, like that time I got reincarnated as a slime. The anime for that has its own art style. And then they have a spin-off series called Slime Diaries. But Slime Diaries has different character designs for all the characters. So they sort of look the same, but the art style is very different. So, like, so a lot of the characters end up kind of looking weird. And, you know, different's not necessarily bad. In some cases, it's really good. Like, Milim looks super cute.
Player 3 wins.
But it's different, you know. Which is kind of nice in some ways, but I know a lot of people are going to find it kind of jarring. Anyway, I think we can do one more. I think I'll do
Alrighty.
one more before we go ahead and call it a night. Let's do that.
Sounds like a plan. I have to get up somewhat early tomorrow.
Right.
Long day.
Alright.
And tomorrow is really still up in the air, so
Yeah.
I will try to call you as soon as I know whether or not I'll be able to make it.
Yeah, and if you can't make it, don't worry. I'll probably just do a VOD about the most recent update for Digital Tamers Reborn, because I haven't done a video or a stream covering that yet. So they added the bonchos to the game, along with some other fonts that kind of branch from them. So.
Right. And
They
if I can't
changed-
make it, be sure to send my regards to your viewers.
Right. Yeah, they changed the way the title screen looks again. So, but
And
yeah,
our playthrough will resume next week if that's the case.
yeah. Hopefully, hopefully. All right. So lame. Haha. Serves you right. Anyway.
Someone fall in my mine.
I think somebody did fall on that mine, but it was the person who KO'd me last, so I am on board with this.
Cool.
I support this message. Oh shit! Why did I do that? Okay.
Just sent Rayman's girlfriend flying.
Okay, I'll just. Be
I'm pretty sure she's.
But the chick in the Viking hat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's from Rayman. Yeah, Rayman Legends.
Okay. Did not realize.
Oh, I could not have done that better if I planned it.
Well, I got knocked out. Dang. And now to meme.
My life is insignificant.
Oh gosh.
Fights are fun. I like fights.
Alright. We got 2 people still with 2 stock left, so.
Yeah.
Looks like the Mordex is currently in the lead. Just okay, never mind. Okay, Barbara's definitely in control at the moment. Is that detainings? Anyway. Oh, here we go. Alright. Alright. Ooh. Alright. Trying to even things up over here. It's gonna come down right to it.
Gonna root for the underdog, or Underwolf in this case.
The Underwolf.
be
Oh,
interesting
Vortex
if you
so
could.
close.
It'd be interesting if you could like bet your coins or mammoth coins on spectator matches.
That would be interesting. They probably
But
won't
then-
be able to do it because they'll get in trouble for gambling, so...
Yeah, ESRB would have a fit.
Right.
After all, a certain mega monolithic company got in trouble over loot boxes a while
Yeah,
back.
it's
so-
funny, AFK Arena has a mode where you can bet on match outcomes. So...
It's real money.
You're using the in-game currency, which technically I guess you could spend real money to get more of, but that's not the only way you can get it. Oh.
Come on, Mordrex, pull it out, do it. Oh!
Hey.
Not that I wasn't betting any money. Virtual or otherwise.
Alright. GG to Detainings. Thanks once again to everybody who stopped by and joined in. Really appreciate all of you. That's going to be it for this one. I do want to thank everybody for coming out. We'll be doing this again next Sunday. Hopefully, start time will be a little earlier next time. Sorry, things happened so late, but again, I had some time to spend with my family today. Definitely not regretting that I went over there, but again, I didn't get to start streaming maybe as early as I would have liked because of that. So again, thanks to everybody. I'll see you next time. And of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.